This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Brian Edward Hill, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's another month. It's time for the Nightwing news. I am Phil, and joining me as always is...
I'm Kristen.
Just us this time, no Fabian.
Too bad, he was cool.
Everybody drinking on their Nightwing cups.
Wait, what's yours?
It's Nightwing, but it's a little
Oh, it's like it's like distressed Nightwing.
Mm-hmm. Should get another one.
Oh, it didn't come like that?
No.
Oh, I thought it...
No, that's just age.
Oh, alright.
And several washings, you know.
Okay. You know, stuff can come like that.
Yeah, I've seen, like, t-shirts and stuff like that before, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I should get a mug like you have. Maybe it'll last. Anyway.
Very nice.
Talking about my cups. Alright, so this time, we have, like, 4 episodes of Titans we can discuss. We got, like, 3 comic books we can discuss. But, should we get to the current news? The new trailer for Young Justice Outsiders dropped today.
Yeah, it did, and I liked it. I mean, it was a way better trailer than the Titans trailer was.
Yeah.
Which is not really fair to compare it to. Yeah, I thought it looked good. I mean, Nightwing was in it a lot. I mean, it seemed like the trailer was mostly Nightwing and Superboy.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
Although, I think so it's been a while, obviously, since Young Justice came out, but Tara was never in Young Justice, was she?
Oh, it's been a while since I watched it. I don't think so.
So I'm wondering if she's going to be in, if there's going to be a little Judas contracty thing, because wasn't Tara at one point like a princess of that Tara Markov and Markovia? Wasn't that at one point part of her backstory?
Yeah, she was like the sister of the king. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was on Batman's original Outsiders? So
right.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen.
I just saw that. I was like, oh, blonde person from Markovia. Maybe that's Tara's mom or something. I mean, you know.
But yeah, I believe it comes to the DC Universe app Friday, January 4th.
Yeah, so I assume it must be coming in. I'm guessing that whatever the last Friday in December must be the last episode of Titans, and then Outsiders is picking up.
I don't know if it's the last Friday in December. It might be December 21st. I can't remember. It's either the last Friday or the Friday before that, I believe. Yeah.
I mean, you're right. That would actually kind of make sense if it was December
21st.
Yeah, because,
the last one before Christmas, yeah.
Trying to get all busy and stuff. But yeah. I thought it looked good. I'm pretty excited.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. It's been a while since I watched the first 2 seasons, but
yeah, I know. I feel like maybe I need to go back.
Yeah, because that comes out Friday, January 4th, and then Thursday, the day before that, the last season of Gotham premieres.
Oh,
they're doing their version of No Man's Land.
But wait, how old is Bruce now?
I don't know. He's
15.
Well, no, I think he's got to be 16 or 17, because I think last season Alfred gave him like a car for his birthday or something, so he has to be at least 16.
I feel like that's still a bit young to be going through No Man's Land.
Yeah, I know, but it's their last season. They're doing 12. Well, they're going to do 10 episodes, but they gave them 12, because that will get them to episode 100 will be their last one.
So then it can go into syndication.
Well, I think they already... I forget what the number for syndicate. I think it's only like 88 or something you need for syndication.
Oh, really? I thought it was 100.
I guess they want like a big round number.
I can see that. One thing that made me happy about the Young Justice trailer was, I think I saw something on Facebook on the Young Justice page that was about, oh, Young Justice is going to be rated PG-13. And I was like, oh no. And so I was afraid, like, is this going to be like gritty reboot Young Justice? And I didn't think the trailer seemed particularly PG-13.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they're doing with DC's doing with like all their animated stuff now. All those movies that come out now, I swear, I'm pretty sure are PG-13. So
yeah,
maybe just because they're like, well, you're paying for the app, might as well give you your money's worth. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have a kid, but I'm just like, if you go a little too gritty, or you like keeping it away from the kids who, if you want this thing to roll on for generations, you're going to have to hook the kids eventually.
Right. Yeah. I think that was one of the great things about the 1990s Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, yeah.
It worked really well for kids and for adults. I mean, that was like my greatest, the less said about it, the better. But that Batman and Harley Quinn movie,
oh, yeah.
That was what made me so sad. Was that could have been a really good kids movie, because it's like, if you wanted Batman to be a little goofy with Harley Quinn, I felt it should have been geared at kids goofy.
Yeah.
And then they kind of tried to make it geared at adults goofy, and it just ended up being stupid and kind of inappropriate, and that was really disappointing, particularly because it was that Batman the Animated Series aesthetic.
Yeah.
So that was very sad.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway, since we started with TV, should we keep going? Should we talk about the Titans episodes?
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. And we can switch it up this time. But
okay.
I think, where we leave off? I believe
so we've got
episode 4, Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, Together, Jason Todd, and
Asylum.
Yes. So, overall, and I've been thinking about this for a couple days since I knew we were talking, I am liking the series, and of course I'm liking it way more than I thought I would, because the trailer really turned me off. I just wish that so many people weren't dying. That's really the main thing that gets me, is every time it seems like somebody dies every episode, and it's not necessarily important. I mean, at the end of Asylum, spoiler alert to anyone listening, when they set the asylum on fire, I was like, good, yes, you should burn down that asylum. I get that. That makes sense. But those guys that Dick had beat up, and I choose to believe he had just beat them up.
Yeah.
But, like, I think those guys all died.
That's right.
And they set the building on fire.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You should have seen all those guys tied up on the front lawn as the building burned. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like that's what would have happened in the comics. That's what should have happened. That's the main thing that is still kind of holding me back, I think, from my fullest enjoyment of this series. Is I thought that's something that they slam on so hard in the comics, is that the heroes don't kill, and you can be brutal and not kill. I mean, because a couple of those, when Dick was really violently smacking people, and his friends were like, whoa, you've kind of changed. Yeah, you can do that. So that's kind of my main thing. I also thought, when we saw that Asylum episode, about the conversation we had with Fabian, where I said, oh, Titans is really gritty. And he laughed and said, I can't wait to... He's like, how are they going to do a gritty Beast Boy? And when Beast Boy started...
eating the guy? Yeah.
I was sitting there shouting at my TV screen, oh my god, it's gritty Beast Boy!
Yeah, that whole universe is gritty. But, I mean, in general, the body count doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is, like, at the end of the Asylum, when Dick consciously makes the decision to just be like, yeah, burn them all, burn them all. And just, it's not that great.
And I understand it a little bit more with Starfire if Starfire if she didn't have amnesia, because it was part of her culture on Tamaran back then, and that was something that she learned to deal with. And she was like, oh, okay. And I mean, I don't think Beast Boy has killed people, and I don't think Raven, I mean, at least not unless she was like evil possessed Raven. So that's kind of my thing that makes me sad.
You know, it would be interesting, but I know they're not going to do it, but my other co-host Charlie had a theory. He goes, she has amnesia. What if that's Blackfire?
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
that would be intense.
but I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that.
No,
But
I did think in the Jason Todd episode, I thought that was that was a particularly good episode. It kind of made me sad that Dick let Tony Zuko get shot up by the Maronis.
Yeah,
but I kind of understood. I thought that maybe that was them kind of trying to incorporate the whole blockbuster issue
maybe
into this universe. Maybe.
I think Dick still should have tried to save him, and then if like Jason had killed him, you know, and that could have been a whole thing between the two of them. Dick could have been like, what is Bruce teaching you? We don't kill. But this Dick can't say that.
Right, yeah. None of them can. And so I don't know. And that's weird to me because I feel like how are they going to be heroes? I mean, but that was always something that I feel like they're getting kind of the same grittiness that was in like Batman versus Superman kind of thing, because I'm not quite sure if that Batman was killing people, but I mean, he was burning them.
Yeah, he's branding them, yeah.
So I feel like that's definitely on shaky ground, and it just, I don't know.
That was probably my biggest problem with that movie. It's just like, oh yeah, is Bruce killing that? People were almost killing them. You know, he was branding them, so like other guys in jail would kill these guys. You know, he's basically he's putting a thing on them saying, hey, kill this guy. But I mean, yeah, Batman shouldn't kill, but I could deal with Batman killing before Nightwing.
And I mean, I did read a thing where, something they sent out that how Jeff Johns was like, yeah, there's a reason he's not Nightwing yet. Robin, you know, Nightwing is a character that's in a good place, bloody McBlah. And I can see that, but I also don't feel, I mean, but Robin isn't a character that kills either. I
just think the whole point of the season so far has just been like he's had these bad feelings about that Robin suit, especially in this last episode, Asylum, when he's hallucinating his younger self, kicking the crap out of himself and stuff. But I think that's a big sign that, you know, that Robin costume was burning on the front lawn there.
Right. Yes. I mean, I'm figuring, okay, we're getting a Donna Troy, which I was very excited about that episode. And then I became a little less excited when I saw the trailer, because in the trailer, Dick was like, oh, we're not a team anymore. And I was like, oh, why didn't I see that coming? I guess I'm such like not a dramatic person that I thought that he was just going to be like, oh, hey guys, let's go see my buddy Donna. Maybe she'll have some helpful information. And then I saw it and I was like, well, I should have known.
But I mean, I don't know. Are they trying? It seems like every even episode, it's guest star time, because episode 2, Hawk and Dove, episode 4, Doom Patrol, episode 6, Jason Todd, episode 8, Donna Troy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure the team will be back together by the end of the episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, how many times has he done that just in these couple episodes?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, just that Robin costume burning. I know Nightwing's coming, especially with, I think it was the first time I talked to Brian Edward Hill. I said, oh, so we're getting Nightwing, right? At least by the end of the season. He's like, who's Nightwing? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I say. So 8. So Donna Troy, so we've got 9, 10, 11, and 12 left. I feel like, I don't know, is one of those episodes going to be called Starfire, and that's where she figures herself out? Is there going to be an episode that's Trigon? Is there going to be an episode called Nightwing? I don't know if I think he'll become Nightwing in the last episode, or if I feel like that should be reserved for Trigon, because they should be battling Trigon. Because I feel like they're not going to have a big bad, as they say this season, that they're going to set up the big bad, that's going to be, I don't know, like the cliffhanger or whatever at the end of the season, and then the start of next season, we'll be fighting that person. I guess, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe Trigon or his people kidnap Rachel, maybe, and then like the last 10 seconds of the last episode of this season, just him putting that mask on.
Yeah, that could
be. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm figuring it's because I was thinking, you know, Nightwing is going to be one of the big things at the end, but then I was just kind of like, but what's a bigger dealio, the Nightwing or Trigon reveal?
Oh, I think it's Nightwing.
Okay. I mean, I was thinking that, but then I thought maybe I'm just being too much of a Dick fan, because Trigon's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, but it's like every iteration of Titans knows that. Even people who just watch Teen Titans Go know Trigon's her father.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, everyone knows Nightwing, but I think everyone's waiting for that.
Right, yeah, well, I mean, they've been very hush-hush, we want to see the suit.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was looking at the list. I mean, unless they haven't put it on the list yet, but the list I see, it only goes up to episode 11, so I don't know if it's just 11 episodes.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I was just kind of looking around on IMDb where I found that hilarious trivia that I showed you that said Brenton Thwaites gave birth, which is extremely impressive. And it had 12 episodes on there, and then it also had 12 episodes for the next season, which interestingly then it had the Jason Todd character down as being in 19 episodes, which I kind of wonder where they're getting that, and I'm also sort of thinking like, wait, so maybe that's wrong. I kind of hope it's wrong because it's confusing to me how that's going to work.
I just wonder if they're going to do Red Hood's either a show or just have him show up on this show again as Red Hood, maybe get killed and come back, because they had a poll on the app that, just like they did in the comic book back in the day, and they were like, should they kill off Jason or should they keep it, or should keep him alive? So. Oh,
that was in that. Where do they have polls in the app?
I saw something on Facebook or something, so I went. I forget where it was. I think that's the first one they've done, but okay. Yeah, I opened the app and I think it was pretty close to I don't know if it was the first page or they're like, hey, take this poll or something.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I don't want to vote on Jason dying. That's rude. Poor Jason.
Well, I voted, but it looked like the majority of people voted to save him, so.
That's good. It's one chance. But people like him a lot as Red Hood. I mean, he's really had, so.
I mean, does he have to die to be Red Hood, though?
Right, that's true. That would be fine. That could just be when he has his break with Bruce. But I mean, the show is so gritty. It feels like they would. Yeah.
Well, he's running around in the comic books now with a crowbar. It's like, how Freudian.
Yeah, that's kind of that is. But yeah, overall, I mean, yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes, and of course, I kind of hope that. I mean, I kind of hope that Dick will sort of work his Bruce issues out. I mean, because that's something that he does do. But of course, I can see that that's also important that he has these Bruce issues in the show, because then they don't have to cast anybody to be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, unless they're waiting for a second season. I don't know. It's kind of weird because, it's like for the longest time they didn't want to put Batman or Superman on TV unless it was like a prequel because of the movies. But now they've been doing Superman a little bit on Supergirl. So,
Well, and I figure now that they have their own streaming thing,
yeah,
to do whatever you want. Oh, but also Beast Boy needs an episode. I mean, I know the Doom Patrol I think was kind of supposed to be Beast Boy's episode, but. It was. I mean, it was a fine episode. I liked it. That doctor guy was super creepy. I didn't really know very much about him, but the chief.
Oh yeah, he's big egomaniac.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's making me uncomfortable. I was glad Beast Boy left. Yeah, he needs a little. Well, I mean, of course, Starfire needs more. And I mean, I have seen they're saying that the first season is more about. Raven and Dick, but the other people are in there too. Do you think Donna's going to be on the team?
I would hope, but I don't know. Unless they bring her in like next season, even because I don't even know how they're doing this, how they're finishing this season. Right. Yeah. Because that's good. I mean, because Donna and Corey had a really close relationship, so that would be interesting and cool, too. I would swear I thought they had, like, a list of all the episode titles this season, but I don't see anything I mean, they have them numbered, but I don't see any titles passed on to Troy, so. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking they were, I haven't really been looking for it. I was thinking maybe they were trying to keep that hush, so that way it would be exciting every week. Like, hey, this is what it's going to be. Oh, so what did you think about Dick and Corey sleeping together? Was it too soon? Was it the right time? I figure, I mean, it didn't bother me since I knew that I was like, well, they have to get together. I mean, that's like a major thing. I would have been disappointed. I figured it wasn't a big, I suppose it makes more sense now. I mean, it was something they never could have done in the 80s. And I feel like that's just kind of the way shows and
shows and movies and stuff work nowadays. So I wasn't really that surprised. But at least it seems that, they actually, I mean, of course it's hard to say that they're not in a dating relationship yet, but, he turned down the woman at the hotel, so he's not just like a skeezy dirtball that wants to sleep with everyone, so that was nice.
Yeah. I know when she showed up at his door, I was like, already?
Right, yeah. But you knew when they were checking in and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I was laughing when Corey went to buy the alcohol, and the woman was like, "What do you want? What do you want to do?" And she was like,
"Oh yeah, what is it? It's like, what do you want to do? If you want to think, you need whiskey.
Thinking beers for partying."
And then what did she get? Vodka or something?
Tequila.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, also, I saw some people laughing. Do you think when Jason said that Bruce lets him ride the Batmobile, do you think that was true, or do you think he was just trying to talk it up?
I don't know. I don't know if he was just trying to mess with Dick. I don't know.
Yeah. But also, this is totally immaterial, but what was up with that shower in that penthouse that Bruce has? I mean, it must be a rich person thing, and I'm not rich like that, but what the heck? You're taking a shower in a glass bathroom in a glass house in Chicago. Also, the background was birch trees and snow. Who takes a shower in the middle of the woods? Why isn't it? I was so, what the heck is up with that shower?
It must be a rich person's shower, because that's what I was going to say. That's a rich man's shower. So
yeah. I mean, yeah. The whole time I was like, what is up with this shower? And then it had that weird, like, manhole sewer thing in there. I don't know. It's probably supposed to be some kind of jet bath or whatever. I don't know.
Or something down to another bat cave. I don't know.
Yeah, but these are the things that I was like, what is up with this bathroom?
The funniest thing, I think, is when that creepy doctor blew up all the heads of the nuclear family, and Starfire walks in. She's like, oh, Dick's gonna blame me for this.
I know, right? Yeah. I thought that was funny. And that was something that gave me hope when he was like, don't kill him. And then in the end of the last episode, they're like, let's just light this place up on fire. I was like, literally, you said don't kill these people.
What about Bruce putting a tracking chip in Dick? And Jason, but
yeah,
at least Jason knew about it.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Dick forgot? That seems like the kind of thing you probably wouldn't forget. I don't know. That seems like a very Bruce thing in some iterations of how Bruce is written. And
it seems like it, but in the beginning of the season, I thought maybe it was going to be in that case he had his Robin costume in. Maybe that was where the tracker was going to be, but yeah, Dick doesn't remember. So did Bruce do it when he was sleeping, or? Yeah,
I mean, it definitely is a bit much to have it in you. I wasn't totally. I mean, I can see that as something. Like I said, some versions. I feel like that's in character for some of the more extreme. I'm the goddamn Batman versions of Batman, but he's 80. He's been written a few 60s. See, I mean, up until the 80s, Batman would never have put a tracker in someone in their body without their permission. Maybe in a piece of clothing if he was super worried, but never in their body like that. So that's weird.
Well, maybe this version of Dick too, because he was stealing his car every 2 seconds, and
I'm gonna miss that Porsche though.
You can always buy it back or buy another one.
Yeah, I know. I just mean, I'm not really a car person, but I could tell that Porsche was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's a nice car. Now I'm sad it's gone.
I'm sure.
I thought that Beast Boy and Rachel were going to take the Bruce Wayne's car that was at the apartment when they said, let's go in style. And then they just took an Uber.
Yeah, I know.
But I was like, okay, that actually is sort of smart, except, I mean, how are you going to get out? I guess you just call another Uber.
It's a federal offense to steal someone's Uber account.
I don't think that's real. Yeah, but we got gritty Beast Boy. I don't know. It's pretty good. Like I said, I wish it was a little less gritty, but...
And I don't know, he needs some kind of costume, so every 2 seconds he has to be like, oh wait, bad guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to take my clothes off so I can change into a tiger.
It's weird that they're only having him turn into a tiger.
I don't know if that's a mental thing, because he said that's his favorite animal, so maybe he'll unlock more later, or maybe just the CG, maybe it's cheaper just to do one animal, but...
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Yeah, I mean, they've had a couple things, we need to figure out our powers, but they haven't had very many training sessions,
Yeah.
obviously.
But yeah, I'm interested. I'm still here.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'll keep watching it. It just makes me sad when they kill people.
Yeah. I want to see that suit already.
Yeah. But in totally different, happier things, we should talk about Nightwing and Magilla Gorilla, which is the opposite of killing people.
Top of the list. Top of the pile, yeah.
Does die in it,
but not really in continuity. But yeah, it's like classic Nightwing. It's got a murder mystery.
I thought it was so cute, but it's totally my jam because it had those father-son overtones, and like that is my comic kryptonite.
Oh yeah, and it's got dealing with the Haley Circus and
yeah, and those times where he's like, "Oh, did you and your father always see eye to eye?" And then he thinks about his dad, and then he thinks about Bruce. He's like, "Touche." I was like, "Oh."
But yeah, I mean, I really never got any of the other Hanna-Barbera crossovers, but I did get this one, of course, because it's Nightwing. But yeah, right. I liked it. Like I said, it was a murder mystery. You get Dick actually doing some detective work, and has his head screwed on straight.
I mean, I thought it was hilarious that it was Magilla Gorilla, and that Magilla Gorilla is a famous actor, and that there's like a lot of gorilla actors in Hollywood.
Yeah, great babe.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. But yeah, I thought it was good. It was a good one shot. Yeah, it was pretty classic. And even though someone gets murdered, what did they rate it? I feel like it's pretty, maybe not quite all ages, but it's definitely not as.
It says rated T for teen, but yeah, I mean it wasn't.
They said it was teen, which is what his regular Nightwing comic is rated, I think. But
looking, yeah.
But I thought it didn't seem quite as intense as that.
Yeah, no, it was, like I said, just like classic Nightwing, and I like the art, like the one artist, like the one who did the first couple pages was like, yeah, he was on Superman books in the 90s. Tom Grummett, I like that art.
Yeah.
All right, and then we get Nightwing 52 and 53.
Yeah, which I can't wait to see somebody else running around in the Disco Wing suit. They got me all.
I know.
They got me all excited for it on the cover, and then no one's put it on yet. Which is gonna be great. Disco Wing.
Well, if you look at it, is there like really like two Disco Wing suits?
Well, I think one is. I think the woman is wearing Disco Wing, and I think the guy at the back is wearing his second Nightwing costume.
Yeah, the woman has the collar, yeah.
Yeah. Disco Wing is awesome. The second one, I sometimes refer to as Atrocious Wing, because I thought that one was really bad. Yeah, the second one, which is of course the shortest-lived version of it. Thank God.
Well, I mean, at least it's not, this guy over here is wearing the new 52 suit.
Yep.
Which from what I hear was just branding because they wanted him to wear red like all the other Robins at the time. So,
yeah. Well, they corrected it.
I don't know. I just can't wait to see our names in it. Hopefully.
Did you email him?
I mailed him our information. Like I think either the day we talked to him or the next day. Yeah. So, but I believe he said.
I can't wait to see me get beat up.
Because when we talked to him, was he scripting 54?
Yeah, I think he said maybe 54 or 55. Was he only on it through 55?
I don't know. Because I think I saw a advertisement for, was it February's issue, and a February issue, and I don't think he was on it. So
yeah,
but yeah, I thought he said maybe 55 or 56 we'd be in. So
yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
But I mean, what did you think of 52? Because I know he said he wasn't that happy with 51 because was it like a last minute rush job thing on his part? But
I didn't like the art in 52 as much. I mean, it's not like it was bad. I think it's just a style thing.
Yeah, but I liked 53 was. I thought 53 was better. Yeah,
a little more liney.
Yeah. It's like kind of. I don't know if it's the inking on 52. It just. I was almost gonna say not enough detail, but maybe too much detail. It's like, yeah, way too much ink, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that style either, where it's like not. I don't know if it's. I don't want to say not defined, but maybe too defined. They try to define it too mumuch.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like that he was staying at the cat lady's house. I liked all the cats.
Yeah, at first, before he calls the hospital, and they, the woman's name. At first, I was like, "That's not Selena's house, is it?"
Yeah, but yeah. So I thought that was good. I mean, I'm liking it more. I think it's so interesting that he. I mean, I guess it's because he doesn't really remember. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he lost his apartment when he was out for months. It feels like Bruce would pay so he probably still has. So, like, he probably still has an apartment somewhere, but I guess since he doesn't remember.
Well, wasn't it in 51? Like, Alfred was like, I'll help you. And he's like, no, I don't want your help.
Right, yeah. Alfred came and visited and Barbara, too.
Yeah, I was going to say Barbara would help him, too. But no, I think, isn't it the point is just, like, he lost most of all his, like, memories with Batman and everyone. It's just, like, if he has any memories, it's, like, of the circus. And maybe it's... Yeah. So, basically, right now, all he knows is moving around,
Yeah,
staying in one place.
He like doesn't have any money. Well, I mean, he kind of doesn't.
Well, he has a cab driver job now, but
right, yeah. But yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it made sense. Yeah. I mean, 53. More happened in 53.
Yeah.
I mean, 52 did not have a ton of action.
I mean, 51 kind of was like set up, and I think 52 is kind of more of the same. Well, especially because they were setting off the whole thing at the end of 52 where he comes face to face with Nightwing.
Yeah. I did think that they had a good voice in him kind of explaining like why he's at that lady's house and how he's feeding the cats, and he isn't just really. I mean, it's still kind of weird, but he isn't just,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's better than 50, where it just seemed like he was like, oh, yeah, I'm using people's houses and eating their food. At least here, he was taking care of the cats while that lady was in the hospital and stuff.
Right, yeah, that he isn't stealing and stuff. So I think they kind of played it up, and certainly on some of the news releases, they made it sound like it was going to be this vastly different person. And I think that there's a lot of Dick Grayson kind of, I mean, obviously he's the same person, what we've come to associate with being Dick Grayson shining through. So that was good. Yeah, and he still had like some of the funny quotes where the guy called him a bum, and he's oh, maybe I do need to get a new shirt.
Only got 4 holes, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of.
Yeah, I just think it's like that cliche. I mean, every major superhero goes through it where they're replaced by someone else for a while. So this is like Nightwing's turn.
Sure.
Like when Azrael replaced Batman, and and Dick replaced Batman. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but
I think it's kind of interesting that it's community people and not like one of the brothers, or whatever. Stepping up. I mean, I guess since they have other things to do, or whatever. But it does show how he's a people person, and it kind of emphasizes that Nightwing is important and is becoming an important part of the fabric of the city that those cops would want to, would want to pick up where he left off.
Oh, did you see the dangling plot point that we finally get to see in 53?
Yeah, Scarecrow pops up.
No, Vicky's free.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I guess she did make it get out.
Yeah, that's true. Unless she's a replacement, like Raven's a replacement in Titans.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but
I would doubt it.
Maybe that was just them throwing it in. It's like, okay, remember those hostages he was like trying to save, before this arc started? Yeah, they're fine.
They're good. He saved them. Well, they did say something about, he said, I need to buy time. So who knows how much time he bought?
I know. I don't know.
A lot of time, because apparently it's months, which is so weird because normally comic books move so slowly. Like, Bruce Wayne is the best looking 80-year-old I have ever seen.
Well, he wasn't 1 year old when he first appeared.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's
to be older. Yeah,
over 100.
Well, they don't age the same as regular people. Plus, there's been how many Universal crises that rebooted stuff, and
it's true.
Well, I don't know. It's even weirder. Is like, as Dick got older, Bruce didn't seem to age.
Well, but you hit that sort of like 30s, 40s, and it all blends together anyway.
Bruce just seems to be perpetually 30 until you get to Dark Knight Returns or Batman Beyond.
I feel like Bruce Wayne is definitely older than 30, though. I mean, maybe it just depends on your personal frame of reference. Mm-hmm. But by the time Dick is older, I mean, I feel like Bruce Wayne, I always think of him as 35.
Yeah, maybe 35, yeah. But it's just always weird with the art.
I mean, I know they want him to be 29 or whatever, but we're like, come on, man. We know we're living longer. 29 is pretty much the new 18.
Well, that's like I said. I never know because I think it was kind of suggested that for a while Dick was in his mid 20s, but then New 52 pushed him back to 21 or something.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's very. Oh, that was one thing. Sorry to circle back to Titans.
Okay.
I mean, it's the ages are very interesting there because they say 15 years ago, and that does match up time. Mm-hmm. I mean, I assume they must have been, even though it's 2018, they must have been filming it in 2017. So they did that because now it's 2002 when his parents died. Mm-hmm. So it almost seems that people are actually their ages.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because Jason said he was 19, and I was kind of wondering, is Jason just saying he's 19? But then I thought, but why would you say you were 19? I mean, because whatever, 19 is still under 21, so yeah. It's not going to work for you. So if you say, but I'm 19, it feels like everyone's supposed to be a little bit older than that. I mean, because the guy that plays Dick is 20, or it's 29, I think.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is Dick 25 or 27? Because 15 years ago, if he was 10 or 12, that would put him at 25 or 27.
Right. I think it was hard to tell because they're still trying to be wiggly about the age. Yeah. Because he drove the car.
But I mean,
but they say he drove it underage. But how underage?
Yeah. But Jason, I could see him being 19 just because for some reason in the live action, it seems like they never want to go with a 14-year-old Robin for some reason.
Right, yeah, they always seem to age everybody up. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, but is Dick getting a new girlfriend?
I mean, they're taking it slow, which seems good when a guy doesn't really remember who he is. Seems good.
And is this just a coincidence, or, I mean, the hair's different, but does she bear a striking resemblance to Starfire on the TV show?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell in the drawing. But she seems cool.
I just never know if that's a coincidence or if they're always thinking about branding and stuff. It's well, maybe we'll get some of the TV people. Maybe they'll think it's Starfire or something.
Oh, I don't know. That's interesting. I doubt it's that. I doubt it's that meta.
Yeah. Who knows?
But, yeah. She seems cool.
But like you said, then we get the Scarecrow.
Yeah. I am interested to see where that goes. I find Scarecrow to be quite a fascinating villain.
Oh yeah, well I mean he uses the same weapon as Batman, fear.
Plus he has a PhD, so.
Oh yes. those crazy college professors, you gotta watch out.
Exactly. I'm yeah. But I always appreciate that Scarecrow got fired for the shenanigans he pulled because I'm yes, you should. Yes, but some. You read the news. There are some professors that have not gotten fired for things they really should have been fired for. So I give props to DC that Scarecrow has always been fired for his shenanigans.
No matter the day and age, no matter how crazy it gets, I'm pretty sure anybody, if you pull a loaded gun and fire it in a classroom, you're gonna get fired.
Sometimes wasn't it just that he conducted his creepy fear gas experiment on them or something?
Maybe. I know, thinking of the animated series, they might have went that route, but at least the last couple decades in the comics, it's oh yeah, he pulled out a loaded gun in class and shot it and be there, see, that's fear.
Yeah. He should definitely be fired for that.
Oh, I wonder if fear gas is what's going to give Dick his memory back.
I don't know, but clearly that body was full of fear gas.
Hmm.
That was nasty. I'd be freaking out if I was doing an autopsy. And of course, I would also be freaking out because of fear gas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I guess it depends on how long they're going to go with this arc. Because I can't really tell. Because, I think if the Scarecrow was going to give him his memory back, then this amnesia arc is actually going to be pretty short.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're still doing twice a month, but I'm going to look this up now. But I was looking at that, like I said, like the ad for February, and I think it was either Nightwing 56 or 57. It seemed like they were still chugging along with this story, so. So, I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. Nightwing 57 on sale February 20th. Destiny, fate, predetermined inevitability. These are all things that Rick Grayson has struggled to reconcile now that he has been given a second chance at life. A life recently unburdened with years of trauma, defeat, and struggle when the hero known as Nightwing was shot in the head. Now Rick must come to terms with who he is and what kind of hero he wants to be, if he wants to be one at all. And while Rick is content to walk away from the mantle, one woman has been hiding in the shadows, waiting to solidify an identity of her own. And an identity tied for all eternity to the Clown Prince of Crime. Enter the Joker's daughter.
Oh, God, the Joker's daughter. That is that's a blast from the past. That's like Batman Family. Wow.
Yeah, but they kind of did like an updated version, I think, in New 52 at some point. It's really weird. I don't know if she really wasn't his daughter, unless like that was cute. Being kept a secret, but it just seemed like she was like some like insane teenager, I guess, who just like kind of was like, oh, the Joker's my daddy now.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. I do like it. I guess because I don't know, maybe because I'm a historian and I like when they circle things back around. But I do dig it when they bring stuff back from back in the day. Because there's from the 70s that Batman Family, I think it's number 6, that has Joker's daughter in it. So that's kind of interesting. I think it's cool when they bring stuff from back in the day and kind of reinterpret it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I wonder if they're going back to once a month, because Nightwing 56 is saying January 9th, and then 57 is until February 20th.
Yeah, when you said that, that's what I was thinking but I think they've kind of been 2 and 1, because there were a couple months, I think.
But that's like a little over a month, from January 9th to February 20th. What are you doing to us?
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, it's probably because they, switched people and.
Oh, I was going to say. Wonder if there's an annual in there or something.
Oh yeah, that could be. Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
I'm not seeing one solicited, so I don't know. We want more Nightwing.
But yeah, that's not the first time they've done that, because Nightwing should be at as many as Batman is, but I think it's a couple behind because they had a couple months.
Well, since Rebirth, Batman's been twice a month. I mean, Nightwing for a while was twice a month, then it went to once a month, now it's been twice a month again.
Yeah.
I just wonder.
I feel like they're trying to keep it twice a month, but, I mean, like Fabian said, that's a pretty harsh pace.
Well, yeah, too, when they lost their original writer, and him and Lobdell had to, like, jump in.
Right, and doing that twice a month, yeah, that's pretty intense.
Oh, yeah.
So we shall see. Yeah, but I kind of hope he comes back, because I don't enjoy Titans as much, the comic, without him, which I know is terrible. I do like the other characters as well, of course, but I mean, at least they all gelled, and he and Miss Martian worked out their kinks, but then it was like.
Yeah, it just seemed abrupt, but I guess Kyle Rayner's coming in, Green Lantern, but I'm assuming eventually, when he gets his memory back, he'll be back, because, it seems like almost every issue, at least somebody's making the comments like, oh, Dick's not dead, but, it might as well be. He can't, he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, I was just looking at the most recent one, 29 maybe. She said something about Dick's gone for now, or out of commission for now, or something like that, so, yeah.
I just always wonder if that's like their sign, like, oh, don't worry, he'll be back eventually.
Sure. Probably. I mean, because, he's one of the Dick, Donna, those were kind of the main.
And Wally, they keep saying Wally's dead. Wally better not be dead.
Wally better not be dead. Well, Roy better not be dead either.
I know. But they had not that it matters, it's comics, but I mean, they did have a funeral for Roy in an issue of Green Arrow, so. Yeah.
Do they have one for Wally, or are they refusing to accept it?
They really haven't said much in the Flash book, but what was it? In Heroes in Crisis 2, like, Booster Gold has been acting crazy, like, went to Barry Allen, and he said something about, he's like, oh, what happened at Sanctuary, and Barry didn't know anything about it. He's like, what? And because he's rattling off all these names, he said Wally, and Barry's like, what happened to Wally? And he zips off, and he must check it out and come back. And he, decks Booster's like, what did you do?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Booster.
Takes a lot to get Barry mad, but when you get him mad.
Yeah. Pretty intense.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else, or?
I think I'm spent.
Well, we did cover a lot. Young Justice trailer, 4 episodes of Titans, and 3 comic books.
Yeah. Has Jason Todd been your favorite episode so far?
Yeah, because a lot of Dick-centric. I mean, Asylum was good too, but I mean, that ending kind of, with Dick deciding to kill everybody was just like, but yeah, Jason Todd was probably the best.
Yep. He's a good one.
Yeah. All right.
And that's right. I totally accepted it. I knew it was coming, but it still made me feel sad when Dick did a little retina scan and he couldn't get in. So Jay said, let him out. I was like, oh, ouch.
Yep, but that's Bruce.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I still was like, oh, burn.
I know.
But then, of course, they didn't really kind of resolve that plot point because then Jason left and they were still using the house and still using the computer, but whatever.
Yeah, but did Jason have to log him in or
Jason
something?
logged in for them, but it feels like, the whole time you were, consistently hitting the cursor so it never went into screensaver mode where you'd have to re-put your credentials in. I find that hard to believe.
Unless it's a bad computer, once you log in, it doesn't go to screensaver. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Obviously, I think about ridiculous things when I'm watching the show. I'm like, whoa, look at that shower. That's ridiculous.
Bruce Wayne's like, I don't care. It's there. I don't care.
No one needs to shower in a pretend forest. This doesn't make any sense.
Was it a forest, or was it just trees along the city street, or even a city park maybe or something?
I don't know. I think it was snowy trees.
Okay.
That was my thought. Oh, but one thing, I think I've said this before. I know it's whatever, but I am really digging that they're hanging out in the Midwest in the in the show.
It just seems weird. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it just seems weird to me that it's they're using real cities because DC, it's always fake cities like Gotham or Bloodhaven or Metropolis.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of weird because one of them, wherever they went in that place in Ohio, I thought was fake, but I looked it up and it was real.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I heard on some podcast, I believe Titan Talk, but I think it's a really small town in Ohio. Ohio, it's only a couple hundred people, but yeah, it's real.
Yeah, but I was pretty stoked when he went to Detroit.
But then it's well, how far is he from Gotham? Because we don't know how far Gotham is from anything.
Yeah. Gotham's in New Jersey.
Although, I heard a theory once that, Metropolis is New York and maybe Chicago. Gotham is Chicago, maybe?
Gotham is definitely East Coast.
Or the other way around, something like that.
No, well, I've always read that... I shouldn't say always read. I mean, Metropolis and Gotham City are both based on New York.
Yeah.
It's Metropolis is the nice parts of New York in the daytime. Gotham is the gritty parts of New York at night.
Sounds like Boston.
Yeah, I always think, Metropolis is a little more New York City. I totally think that it's great to think of Gotham City as in New Jersey. It feels, with all the mobsters, it feels like Jersey. Plus, then you could have the hilarious thought of thinking of Bruce Wayne having a Jersey accent. I'm sure he's too rich for that, but it would be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? If Gotham is Boston, couldn't he be from Massachusetts? The Waynes were from Massachusetts.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Gotham as a Boston. Yeah, you're right. Gotham as a Boston would work well as well. Because isn't Bruce Wayne's family supposed to have been here like forever?
Oh yeah, I think they came over on the Mayflower or something. Yeah, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, because like there was like a story in the '90s of like the Batcave was originally used as like a station on the Underground Railroad during the Civil War.
Mm. Oh, that was in okay. I thought maybe that was just an internet headcanon.
No, there was an issue with Shadow and the Bat in the '90s. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. On that note, all right, everyone. We talked Titans, we talked comic books, we talked Young Justice. Send us your thoughts. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Nightwing News. We even have a Facebook group. Ask to join. We'll let you join. I think it's at Nightwing News on Twitter, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And stay tuned. We're gonna have a big holiday party at the end of December. I'm gonna try to get all the hosts together. So
What?
including you.
All right.
Anything you want to plug?
Nope.
Nope.
Go read Magilla Gorilla and Nightwing. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know you're not big on social media.
No. I let you take care of that stuff.
But we'll let you know when our issue of Nightwing comes out, so you can buy tons of copies. All right. No, that's the wrong button. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you once again. Join us next time. Probably shoot for end of December. We should have another issue or two out. Do our wrap up with Titans. If we wait till the last week or two, we can get the whole season.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think there's only 3 or 4 out. There's only maybe 4 episodes left. I wonder how long they'll make us wait till season 2. I wonder if we gotta wait till September again for season 2. I mean, it was a short season.
Yeah, TV is doing that now.
I guess it's better than dragging it out with episodes where my goodness.
Like Mad Men and stuff, those only had 7. Prestige TV.
Yeah. All right, wing nuts. Keep flying.